Oh, cheers, bro. I need to get... There you go. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a brand new vlog. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I'm going to crack straight on with it in a minute because I'm actually going to a place called Macclesfield and we've got 6 deliveries and then we're going to go straight on to the collections. But what we're going to do today, if any of you guys don't follow me on Big Chris on Insta, last week, before the last vlog or after the last vlog, I said, right, ask me anything and I'll answer the questions on this vlog. So what I'm going to do through the day, I'm going to answer your guys' questions that you ask me on Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, here's the name below, Instagram link below. Anyway, guys, we're going to crack on. We're going to get to Macclesfield. It's there. So how do I get there? Well, I thought it'd be down there because it looks like there's a bit of an entrance down there. We're here, and obviously not. So I'm presuming it's in here. Hello. Hey, I've got a delivery for you, mate. I don't know, it's from... Jesus. I have to strap up some more. What is it? So, I've just pulled the curtain back and as you can see, this pallet has started to slip at the top and the bottom. So I've had to put more straps on so that it doesn't stay. Normally one strap would do it. It's probably the roads and I took it slow, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. So now what I'm doing, that one's okay because it's near the headboard. I'm going to put another 3 straps on this, one either side and one in the middle, just to keep that in place. Problem is, this is like a lot of companies. You know, some of the straps and the brackets are just absolutely knackered. As the drivers are the ones on the front line who've got to try and work with that. It's shit. Cheers, buddy. What's your name, mate? Marchington. Marchington. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Have a good day, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, man. So I strap that up the best I can. Hopefully, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. I just hope it stays on the pallet, but I've got a feeling that when I get to the location to deliver that, I'm just going to have to be humping and dumping. But it is what it is. As long as it doesn't come off the side of the trailer and it's safe and secure, that's all you can do. So the first question is, I'm not going to tell you who it's from. I'm going to keep them private, you know, just in case you don't want to know. But it's this question here. And Ren's fine. He's good as gold. He's amazing. He's been massive help in my life, just being there. He's my best friend. He is amazing and he's such a brilliant dog. I couldn't have wished for anything more. And he's the biggest inspiration in my life. Well, I've got a few. It depends on, I mean, my mum's an absolute angel. She's been my angel through my life. She really has. She taught me respect. She taught me to be kind. She taught me all the please, thank yous, everything. You know, she's undoubtedly the biggest influence in my life to do the right thing. Today, the biggest influence in my life now would be, I'd say, it was Jordan Peterson, just on the fact how, and if you haven't seen him, go and check him out. I'm thinking about doing a couple of his quotes in the videos. I did it on the last one, and I don't think I did it much justice. For people who's not heard of him, you should go and check him out. He's a clinical psychologist, and he's, to me, it's like he can disassociate his heart and his head and just look at the facts. And you look at the facts, I think the guy's an absolute genius. He really is. If you're not seeing him, go and check him out. He's all over TikTok, he's all over YouTube, and the guy's, in my opinion, is a legend, absolute legend. When it comes to vlogs, biggest inspiration, there's two people. Obviously, we all know Tom. Watching him vlog, it gave me a bit of an insight on how to do it, but it also, for me personally, it sort of showed me a way how to deal with my anxiety. I suffer from anxiety, and I keep it private, but I do suffer from anxiety massively. And I figured out walking around talking to a camera helps me deal with my anxiety, because I'm a firm believer, if you've got anxiety about something, try and face it head on. You know, don't be scared. Being scared can hold you back in so many ways. And I think being scared about certain things gives you anxiety, and then it stops you from progressing mentally, physically and emotionally, you know. And if you can get over that anxiety and get over that sort of that pressure, it becomes easier, and the more times you do things, the easier it becomes, like on anything in life. So Tom he's shown me an avenue without him realizing how to deal with my anxiety. And the other one is, when it comes to vlogs, is a Casey Neistat. If you've not seen Casey Neistat's vlogs, where have you been? Honestly, the way he films them, the way he does them, they're absolutely amazing. Go and check him out. And I just love his style. I love the ways he's the one who's sort of watching his vlogs gave me the inspiration to put music in my vlogs, because I'm very aware that music can bring out feelings and emotions at the right time, the right shot, you know. Yeah, so those are my inspirations in life. Anyway, got to go to the next one. Yeah. So heading to the next location, and I thought, you know what, I'll answer a question, because there's about 15 questions, I think, as I'm going along. So this one, how did I get into the CP industry when I left the army? Basically, when you've done a certain amount of time in the army, I decided to go into close protection. Now, when I left the army, I did a course with a company called Ronan Concepts in Hereford. So the course I did was a 3-week course with a company called Ronan Concepts. The guy who runs it is a guy called Graham. I can't remember his last name, but he was ex-SAS. His son, again, can't remember his name, but he's ex-Paras. The training squad team are all they're all ex-military or ex-special services, and it was brilliant. It was one of the best courses I've ever done. It was fantastic. You get down there, and they've got this quite a big plot of land, and there's we've got like 3-4 cottages. So you live on the area where you train, and they teach you everything. They teach you driving skills. They teach you sort of escorting. Your job is to basically look after the principal, and you are there, if anything happens, to shield that principal and protect them, and if needs be, get them out of the situation. Your job isn't there to do Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Steven Seagal type of stuff and fight the world. It's not. You're there to be a shield for that principal and to protect them and to get them out of harm's way. And one of the things we did was we went to Poland, live firing. And it was, I mean, if I find the photos, these are the photos of me on the ranges in Poland. It was amazing. It was one of the best courses I've ever done. It was, you know, when you leave the army, one thing that you miss is the camaraderie, the banter. You know, however long you're in the army for, these people that you've with day in, day out, night in, night out, whether you're on operations, whether you're on exercise, whatever, these people are your friends, they're your brothers, your family. So that's how I got into the close protection. I went to work for a company called Garda World in Baghdad, in Iraq, for the British Embassy. The reason why I didn't stick to it, I didn't give up, I didn't fail, I just missed my family, and I just missed back home, and I just realised, I mean, it's one of those things you never know until you do it, whether you're going to like it or not. And just because you've done the course, you've done it, you know, you've got to do what's best for you, and it wasn't best for me. The money was amazing. The money was really good. But you realise that money isn't everything. You know, money isn't everything. I might do a video in a few weeks once I've got footage and figured out how I'm going to work it. I might do a more in-depth video for you guys. Let me know maybe in the comment section below if you'd like to see or hear more about my life as a close protection officer. So, next question. Am I allowed to share any stories from when I was a CPO? When I'd passed my course, I worked for various people. I looked after Cilla Black when she was alive, when she did her special on ITV. I did a bit of close protection for the Stone Roses when they released their film. The film's amazing if you've not seen it. I also looked after Liverpool Football Club, the #1 team. The story is, Jamie Carragher, when it was his leaving do, Pepe Reina, who was the goalkeeper at the time, organised a trip to, but they went over to, I think it was either Barcelona or Madrid. I'm not sure which one it was, I don't know. But he'd organised a leaving do for Pepe Reina, organised a leaving do for Jamie Carragher. So we had a private jet, there was two of us, me and another CP operative, and we went over, escorted them, make sure they were safe, over to, I'm sure it's Barcelona. It's the place where David B sort of got caught, in the place called the Buddha Lounge. And we went there as well, a nightclub called the Buddha Lounge. Yeah, so yeah, I looked after them guys. The thing that people don't realise is, with close protection, they think it's really glamorous, and it's not. It really isn't glamorous at all. If you're looking after somebody and say they're going away for a few days, you have to sort of recce the route where they're going to go. They have to let you know where they're going to go, what time they're going to be there, where they want to go for a meal, where they want to go for a nightclub, you know, and you have to go and recce it before them. Make sure that it's safe, let the people know that this VIP's coming, and you could have a certain table away from, you know, all these little things. You have to go and make sure that it's safe for your principal. Oh, so these boxes are stopping that middle pallet from falling over. Great.
Remove it, it will collapse or not?
Yeah, it's going to go. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. It's going to go. The plastic might hold it in because it's quite thick plastic. When I get to the next location, I'm going to have to restack it. So.
It's shit packaging for that shit, isn't it?
Yeah. It might be all right actually.
Which one is it? Is this one holding it?
No, it's the plastic that's holding it. Okay, so I can't find the B&Q one, so location. I haven't got much time, so I'm gonna have to miss that one, and that's gonna have to be delivered another time. So this next question, I've not really spoke about this. What was it like for you returning to civilian life after the military? I've been thinking about this question and how to approach it, and how to, because it's not something I've really spoken about. I've spoken of certain things about in my other videos about PTSD, hearing loss, tinnitus, you know, and when I left the army, I was still suffering from PTSD. Looking back now, it's clear to me it was. And when I left the army, I was married to a girl called Gemma. I've got two lovely girls, Sienna and Summer. When I left the army, I was angry, really, really angry. For what reason, I don't know. I didn't fit in. I struggled massively. I went to work on the doors in Manchester. It's more of a camaraderie thing, you know. It's similar to being in the army, everyone having a laugh. Its banter was strong, you know. It was like a little community, and they take care of each other, believe it or not. But my wife, it destroyed us. My wife was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and we just drifted apart because of our own personal issues that was going on. I didn't like anybody, I didn't particularly like myself, pushed her away, and I lost everything. Yeah, I lost everything. And it's taken me a long time to come back to reality, so to speak. And it's hard for people leaving the army, even if you haven't got PTSD or anything like that, like I spoke about before on one of the other questions. It's really, really hard to integrate back into society, because you've got to literally, they break you and build you back up again. And some of the qualities they give you are amazing. You know, you couldn't get them qualities anywhere else. The regiment I was with, they recruit from small towns like Chesterfield, Worcester, Derby, Nottingham. These are bigger towns, I know, but they also recruit in the smaller areas. And when they go back to their home towns, everybody's moved on. Everybody's got on with their life. Everybody's moved forward. And this person who's been in the army, they've moved forward in the army, but then when they come back, they're sort of like at a disadvantage. So, I mean, I do believe there should be a lot more aftercare for ex-troops. This should be, whether it's therapy, whether it's kind of therapists to talk them through and help them integrate back into society. I think that's massively important. These people and me gave so much. And some people are still struggling to this day, you know. So yeah, getting back into civilian life from the military was really hard for me, really hard. And it wasn't just hard for me, it was hard for everybody around me. Everybody, my children, my ex-wife, her family. So yeah, it wasn't easy, but I'm in a better place now. Right, get this pallet off that's hanging off. Oh, yeah. Oh. Done. Thanks, mate. Cheers, bud. Next question. Hi Chris, big fan brother. I'm not too sure if you already answered this, but why did you leave the army? Well, the reason why I left the army is because, like I said, I got injured and I wasn't going to progress any further. I'd have probably got to colour sergeant, maybe a push sergeant major, and I just wasn't going to progress anymore. And to be honest, I just wanted a normal life. I just wanted to give it a go, civilian street, a bit of a normal life. And yeah, that's why, mate. So next question, why did I get into vlogging? Well, I was only ever meant to do one video. Something happened to me. Well, what I actually did, I helped stop a young man jumping off a bridge, and the sequence of events that led me to that point, to me personally, were unusual, to be fair, and strange and amazing maybe. I was delivering to a place and I was reversing to a yard and I caught a post. It knocked the indicator bulb out. This is a very brief description. I had indicator bulbs in my truck. I tried every single bulb, none of it would work. That delayed me by about an hour and a half. The mechanic came out, picked up the same set of bulbs, put them in, the very first one, and it worked. I looked like a right fool. But that delayed me by an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Cut to the end of the day. I should have been finishing at, I think it was 5. I think I was going around Denton roundabout, which is about 5 minutes from where I live. Because of the delay, around about 6:30, so it was about an hour and a half. And as I was coming around the roundabout, I saw 2 female officers. They could have been no more, they could have been no taller than 5'5" maybe, if that. One was talking to the guy, one was offset, and I thought it looked suspicious. The guy was dressed in work clothes, fluorescent clothes, like a builder or something. So I drove around the roundabout, pulled up on the side, and this was at rush hour, so the cars were going by. And I spoke to the female officer that was sort of stood apart from the other female officer and the young man. I think the young man must have been about 23, 24, and I think his name was Nathan. And I spoke to the lady and she was like, oh, I said, is everything okay? Do you need any help? She says, oh, thank you, will you just stay there for me? This young man's trying to commit suicide. And my colleague is trying to talk him away. So we stood there for about 10-15 minutes and we could see this guy, young lad, was getting agitated. So we slowly walked to them. I was stood behind him. There was a female officer either side. He was facing towards Ashton. Anybody knows in the area, they'll know that bridge and they'll know where I'm talking about. And you could just tell he was getting more agitated and he was lurching forward, wanting to jump. So literally I just grabbed him. The female officers grabbed his arms. He was a bit smaller than me, probably about 5'3", no, 6'3", maybe 6'4". And my knee was at the right position behind his knee, his left knee. So all I did was lean back slightly, push my left knee into the back of his left knee, and leaned to the left, which then brought him down on the floor. We held him there. He was wrestling. I was trying to talk to him. There was no talking to him, and it must have been about 10-15 minutes we was holding the guy. Anyway, a car pulled up, a group of young lads, fair play to them, stopped and it says, everything all right? Explained the situation, so they helped us. The strangest thing happened though, that sequence of events that led me to that point was bizarre enough. But as we were holding him on the floor, a double-decker bus pulls up and this black lady comes running off. What the effing hell are you doing? Well, that's my son, leave him alone. And I never thought about it till afterwards. If he had jumped, his mum was coming home from work. She would have been in the traffic jam, not realising that the traffic jam was because of her son potentially committing suicide. And I was lucky enough to be there at that particular time to help them ladies stop this young man doing something that he will regret. Hopefully he will regret. So that's really the reasons why I started vlogging. I wanted to tell this story of that particular scenario and not to give up. I mean, I've told you some of my story. You know, you can never ever give up. You don't know what's around the corner. You know, that's the point I was trying to get across. You never ever give up on life. You got one life, and you ride that wave. You could meet the love of your life. You could win the lottery. Things could just fall into place, and your life you're in a better place. That's fine. I'll have to put the side off. That's fine. in a rush now. Behind, I've got one more collection to do. So next question. What's your favourite vid to record? I love doing normal day life ones. That gives me more opportunity to be creative and play around with different things, different camera angles. You're pretty limited in a truck. It's like if you can make a truck vlog interesting, you can do anything. A bit like gardening. I hate gardening, but if you can make gardening look interesting, you can almost do anything. But my favourite one I've done, I think, was the Christmas one on lockdown, and because I lived on my own, I had the option. I could obviously keep social distancing, but I could go around and see people and drop them a gift off and that type of thing. So the Christmas one, I think, was my favourite one to do. I enjoyed that because I got to sort of see all my friends and I've not seen them for so long. So that's my favourite one to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fly through the questions now because I've taken too long on answering some of the questions. Right, next one. How easy is it to cook HelloFresh? Yes, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, and it's a lot cheaper than people think. Me and Maisie, we go halves, and we pay, I think it's like £68 a month, and we get out of that 4 meals a week, 16 meals for 68 quid. So it saves you don't have to go shopping, you don't have to buy all the ingredients. All the ingredients come in separate bags and they're all numbered, so meal 1 would be classed as meal 1 and all the ingredients, and you get a card and it tells you how to cook it, how long to cook it for, what to do, and I can't recommend it enough. The food is so tasty. I know a lot of my friends do it. I know people do have Gusto, and a few of my friends, Carl and Alice, they have HelloFresh. It's definitely worth it. It's the most tastiest food I've ever had. Okay, so another one. What do I edit on? Originally, I edited on my MacBook on iMovie, and it is so easy, so simple. Then when I started to progress and learn more about editing, okay, next question. I'm flying through the questions down, guys. What's your dream car? My dream car would be a Ford GT 500 Eleanor. I think it's an absolute beautiful car, and actually I had a chance to see one on one of my vlogs, one of my truck vlogs. The guy who bought it, he said it was the proper one from the film. He got it signed by the director, and it's on one of the vlogs. So if you want to see it, that's probably my dream car. It was absolutely stunning. It was a beautiful car. This is the slowest fork truck ever. So before I go, I want to just get somebody on, if he's here, because he's got a story to tell, and it's really quite important. So this guy here, I'll introduce you to him now. Come here, and talk to you.
What do you want now, geezer?
This guy's an absolute legend.
Top man here.
Yeah, so
Top man, mate, top man.
this guy, how long have you worked for?
Since April.
Since April. And so I'll let him tell you his story. Do you want to just tell your story?
I come back to work because I was on benefits, and I just stopped my benefits because I'm not ill enough. I've got stage 4 cancer, terminal, 2 of them, prostate cancer and bone cancer. So how does the system work? I'm not sick enough, they say.
Yeah.
So, like they're stopping bits and bobs. So I decided to reapply for my license and come back. And as you see, I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm fitter than this man.
So what it basically is, the guy's got terminal cancer, and was it PIP?
No, PIP. Yeah, they stopped me PIP.
What is it? The social
Personal independent payment.
Personal independent payment. They stopped it because he's working, and they reckon he's not sick enough. So the guy's terminal, and he talked about it. He's very open about it. He's an absolute legend. He's such a nice guy, and he's terminally ill. He's got a young daughter. He's just finished off paying his house, and he's getting his house ready for her for when he passes away. But because the government says he's not ill enough, they've taken away his PIP, which is personal independent payment. So I just wanted to introduce you because the story is, to me, it's really shocking. Yeah, that's a shortened down version. But this guy is an absolute legend.
How can you say I'm not sick enough?
Yeah, he's not sick enough.
I looked the part, but
You know,
inside
you have
it's hurting.
chemotherapy, don't you?
Yeah, I've had chemo, yes. I'm on drugs now, which are trial drugs
Yeah.
for the Macmillan.
Yeah.
They cost £2,000 a tablet, so it's £150,000 a month to keep me alive.
£150,000 a month to keep you
For
alive.
3 months, yeah, just to keep me going.
Okay.
Injections in my stomach, like metal implants, everything, other tablets.
So basically, to get PIP, he's got to stop working.
No,
No, but yeah,
I've got to be more sick.
you got to be more sick, and he can't get you any more sick. So he's getting his house ready for his daughter for when he finally does pass away, and he can't get any money because apparently he's not sick enough.
My funeral is booked and everything, but I've lost my place in the queue. I don't know where I am.
Okay.
But that's the way it is.
All right, dude. Take care, man.
problem.
Have a
Yeah,
good
thanks a
night.
lot, Chris. See you later.
No worries, man. I'm lost for words. I'm seriously lost for words. When he told me, I was like, "You joking?" So, yeah. Right, so the next one, flying through them. I'm trying to get them all done, guys. Just passed my test 4 weeks ago. How would I get into truck driving? Okay, so first off, is it your car test? I don't really know much information, mate. I presume it's your car test. Get used to the roads first, mate. I really would. Get used to driving on the roads. But I would really start with a smaller truck, like a 7.5 tonner. Just so you can get used to driving a bigger vehicle. Because bigger vehicles, bigger problems, you need, the main thing, you've got to be aware of your surroundings, okay? You've got to be aware of your surroundings. Like at the minute, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mirrors. And I use every single one of them from truck driving. Every single one of them. They all come in handy, they're all useful, and they will all help you. So if you drive a smaller truck, you can get used to driving a bigger vehicle, and then I would suggest progress from there, mate. I really would. Next one. This is from my mate, Rob Darlington. Hopefully he's in this corner of the video here. That's the guy. And the banter with us is strong. If you ever watch my Twitch channel, he's often on there, and we get slated. The banter's really strong. All in good faith. Anyway, this is what he's asked. And all I would say is, only for you, big boy. Yeah. Okay, so next one. What made you get into trucking? Well, to be honest, I actually got my license in the army, and I used it in the army a little bit, but I never used it really until I'd been to Iraq, done the CP. I was a dog handler for a while. That's how I got Ren, and then I thought I'd use my HGV, and do you know what? It's the best decision I ever made. It really is. I was training at one point to be a PT. I'd spoke about it before. I was so happy about it, but I just taken too much on. I couldn't do it. I could do it, but I was just took too much on. And thank God I stayed with the truck driving, because when lockdown happened, all the PTs are self-employed. They've got no income whatsoever. I, luckily enough, worked all the way through lockdown. So I was very lucky in that respect, and if I'd have gone and actually did the PT course and passed and left the truck driving, I would have been screwed. I really would have done. Where's my mug? Mate, it's coming. Like I said, on stream, and there is a story behind that. There's a story behind everything with me. It will be coming. I have got them, I haven't forgot, and I'm not being lazy. I've just got to get this house sorted out first. That's the mug situation. This is a nice one. This guy said, not a question, just wanted to say you look really happy and content. Keep it lit. Appreciate it, my friend. I am happy. I am really happy. And I think that shows in my videos. I am happy. There is one more, but I'm not. That's from Bison Head. You know who you are. And I am not reading that out on my YouTube channel, because I would get demonetized, whatever it's called. Probably banned straight away. Naughty. morning in the gym. So that's me done. I'm gonna hand the paperwork into the office, fly home, have my tea, see Maisie, have a shower, and then jump on stream. The big Chris 9. Hello. How you doing? You're a really good boy. I love you. You alright?
Yeah.
Have a good day?
Yeah.
Come on. Guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the vlog, and I'll see you soon.